Someone else can start with
Bills. At
Bills,
10.
number 10.
Close to there, but I had Dolphins at 10.
I have the Bills at 10. I was going to leave them completely out of the top 10, but they have Josh Allen. So,
Quarterback power, baby.
I also think they got rid of, speaking of Quinshon Judkins, they got rid of Stephon Diggs, who really has blown up a lot of teams he's been on. And I think if the Bills get back to just pounding the rock, maybe going QB power with Will Howard type thing, I think the Bills can just start bullying people around.
They got a good running back, too. James Cook is a good player.
Yeah, I was looking at his fantasy stuff. He actually performed really well last year for me, and I didn't realize
got
it. Took him for granted. 2 tight ends.
Kincaid and
2 tight end
Knox.
sets.
They'll be good.
Skip physical. They're my 9th team, the Bills.
Evan, who's your 10, Grant? Dolphins?
He said
The
Miami.
Dolphins.
Okay.
Vic Fangio.
Number 9.
Fangio's the defense coordinator at Philly now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then who's for the Dolphins?
I don't know.
That's what I based that pick
Big
around.
Fangio got fired.
Big Fangio's
Shit.
in Philadelphia. With
Number
Kelsey.
9, I have the
Philadelphia.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Same.
Oh, that is a big discrepancy with mine, but that'll be a good talking point later.
Because I think they have all the talent in the world, but they just, the health factor is an issue. So,
No run game, no offensive line.
Gotta wait till I
Zach
see
Moss. I'm kidding.
it. That's their
He'll
starting
be a value
running
on
back.
draft night. Zach Moss from the Colts is
Oh.
their starting running back. And then I think they have Chase Brown as a backup from Illinois.
Yeah, they got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Though.
Tyler
Yes.
Boyd's gone.
Wow, I don't care.
The
Yeah,
glue. the Josh Reynolds of the Bengals.
But
is
one of
gone.
those two, if they get injured, you have Tyler Boyd as your backup as a
Yeah,
number
I
2
know.
wide receiver
I
now.
get that. But
They have Mike Gesicki now? Unbelievable.
They have some.
That's a bad habit. We got to stop that.
They have some talent.
That was
they
not
still,
an
and
unbelievable thing.
NFL is pretty QB driven. They got Joe Burrow. If he's healthy,
Joe
Ever
Burrow.
heard of him?
I can see it.
I cut his
And
hair.
he's looking nice with
Grant.
that hair.
Your 9 is the Dolphins.
The Bills.
Bills.
Oh,
That's
We're
where I had
into
the
number
Bills.
8. Alex, do we have the same team at number 8?
I have the Miami Dolphins.
I have the Houston Texans.
Oh,
Oh.
do you have the Dolphins in your top 10?
Yes.
Do you have them next?
Wow.
No.
Oh wow, I thought we were just gonna be.
You guys are in on them.
Dolphins.
So
they
your
have the best
Dolphins,
player as
Texans.
voted by the players in the NFL,
I just
The
that
fastest player.
and they
I
have
don't think they're
Achane
built for-
who wasn't healthy. I don't think they're built to win a Super Bowl. They're built to make the playoffs.
they have to host playoff games to be successful in them. I don't picture
Grant,
them going
I picked
anywhere
them at
cold.
8.
I rewatched some clips from that
That's just making
Chiefs
playoffs.
Dolphins
Chiefs
playoff
game.
game, and I was
Okay.
just laughing the entire time. I was like, "This Dolphins team just can't do it in this weather."
They have to win their division.
And that's literally what everyone said as soon as they got matchup got announced. It was like, "Oh,
Was it
it's-
Tua hurt though? Didn't that go against him as well?
yeah,
Or
he
no?
was. He played.
Yeah, he
played.
didn't play in that
No,
game.
he played injured.
He played
Skylar something played. I thought
No,
wasn't there
that's the
backup
year before.
Skylar?
Skylar
Skylar Thompson.
Thompson.
Yeah.
Year before, the Tua played.
The hard part about the Dolphins is from the teams we've listed, they by far have the worst quarterback, and that's a tough part of winning football games.
Who's your 8, Grant?
Packers.
Oh,
Shout out to Connor.
you're low on.
I'm going with the Pack.
Speaking of the Packers,
I think
Packers
I'm
are
right
number
on them.
7 for me.
Okay. Same range.
I have the Houston Texans at 7.
Texans, Packers. Okay. So you have Texans. Wait.
See,
Oh, yeah, I just said 8. Where
I
this
was
is
just
7 for you
QB
guys?
driven. Yeah, 7.
7
yeah.
for me. Yep.
So I'm same range.
Packers.
I went 7 Texans. I really think
Yes.
they were last year's Lions. I think
Agreed.
they have everything
They're on the
in front
exact
of them.
same trajectory as us. They'll have like a really good run in the playoffs next year, and then the year after is when we'll start picking them to like do something for real.
But they also just injected a locker room cancer into their team. So we'll see how that goes. But
He's
he's
only
usually
on
good
a
for 1 year.
He's on a 1-year deal, though, I think, isn't he? 1 year, $8 million.
Yeah, CJ Stroud,
Is
Ohio
he
State or
really?
not,
Thought
is a
so.
star.
What a value. I think their defense is
Star.
going to be okay, too. They got Daniil Hunter.
Yeah,
Will
They
Anderson.
have Will Anderson.
They have a solid secondary. That guy from
They got
Baylor.
Stingley.
Devin Singletary.
Stingley.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
They're
Jalen.
good
Pitter
young
or something?
team. Just as good of a young
Good
team
coach,
as
too.
the Lions.
Smart
They're
coach.
good coach.
Smart
They
coach.
murdered the Browns in the playoffs game last year.
Granted, Joe
They
Flacco
did.
started, but yes.
That building was absolutely
Joe
going
Flacco's a comeback
bonkers.
player of the year.
Number 6. 7.
Number 6.
I have the Miami Dolphins at 6.
A lot of love.
A lot
Regular
of love for
season
offense.
wise, they deserve the praise. Playoff wise, only
TBD.
if they're at home.
You never know.
They
And
certainly have
what
the firepower.
Most fun offense.
I
Achane,
think-
Waddle, and Hill.
You know,
Mm.
they got 2 automatic wins against the Patriots. So
Well, they're about to get Brandon Ayuk.
Thanks. Did you guys see that Patriots fans are like falling in love with Joe Milton, and we need to
Yeah,
stop them.
Apparently, he's
We
better
need-
than
better
he's better
than Jacoby Brissett and Drake May.
Yeah, Joe Milton's going to start.
They did
My-
they did the Washington Redskins mistake. They drafted RG3 and Kirk
And
Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
And
My-
the second quarterback is out playing the guy that they won.
My buddy from college, Phil of the Shoots and Tour show, he put on his story a photo of Joe Milton from their account and said, "My QB1." And I need to reach out to him, like, no, do not go down this path. Michigan did it. Tennessee fans did the same shit. They watched him play in the bowl game
He's
and
an
thought he was the next
incredible
coming of
practice
Christ.
player.
And then now they're getting reports out of Foxborough that he's lining up like he has no touch. He has zero touch.
He's got
They
Andrew
throw it
Maxwell disease.
Yes, he's got Andrew Maxwell syndrome. Well, we got
AMS.
6.
Yeah, what's your 6?
We got the Jordan Love-led Green Bay Packers.
Did you see their white
Divisional
helmets?
respect.
Yeah, they're
I
nice.
didn't
Yeah,
like
they're bad.
I think
No
they're-
yellow.
Yeah, I think
No
they're
yellow's a
just-
miss.
I liked them.
No, you
Should have let Well, you can't see.
I'm a
so.
sucker. I didn't even know there was no yellow on them, to be honest.
Right.
Didn't know the
Tracks.
difference. They're a good football team, and I'm afraid to play them a little bit.
Yes and no.
I think we can beat them for sure, but Jaden Reed in
all
year
right.
2.
He's on the injury list right now, but it'll be fine. Let me go for 5 first. I got a shocker compared to where you guys did it. I got the Bungles at 5. I'm all in on the Bungles.
That's not a shocker, Grant.
Well, I also put my
Super
money
Bowl
where my mouth is.
odds, they're 5th.
I have them to win the AFC. That was my value bet for the
They have the
conference this
5th
year.
best odds to win the Super Bowl, so I don't think you really stepped out on a limb. If anything, Evan and I did by putting them lower.
Fair. That makes me feel better.
At number
Not my pick.
5, I have the Philadelphia Eagles.
Good pick.
Great talent.
5. I have the Philadelphia Eagles.
They're just not going away yet.
Did I see
Sirianni's a
Barkley
dummy,
is so
though.
talented.
He is. I think they're going to be. I had them 6. I may have skipped that, but they were my 6 team.
You did skip that.
Just as a heads up. So they were my 6. Yes, Evan, Saquon. I think we're all the same fantasy football league, but I can just see him having a banner career year in Philly
Swift
and
had
then
a top
dropping
5
off.
rushing year in Philadelphia last
New
year.
offensive coordinator in Philadelphia.
Sounds like he's going to be a $95 back.
I don't know if Saquon will get enough touches because Kellen Moore loves to throw the ball. And he's
Yeah.
the
Jalen Hurts
offensive
can't
coordinator.
really throw.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but the Eagles got upset in the playoffs last year, so
Number.
Yeah.
Well, they fell apart at the end of the season. I mean, they were like 9-0.
And Jordan Davis is out of shape, so that could factor in
And then
poorly
they
too.
finished as the
he's
4th.
my
I just
future
got
Hall
to
of Famer.
rip. I got to rip Evan on
He's
Jordan
my
Davis
future
until
Hall
he.
of Famer. You got plenty of time to figure it out.
Number 4. Grant.
Number 4.
Okay, could also be a little disrespectful, but I went 49ers at 4.
Oh.
Whoa! I went with-
Oh, wow.
I went with the hometown Detroit Lions at 4.
I have
Disrespectful to us.
It is.
Uh,
It can be disrespectful, but I went with the Lions at 4, and the reason why I have the team in 3rd is because of one reason, but we'll get there. But the
I
Lions at 4.
have
4, and they're the second best NFC team, so we're in the NFC Championship game again, boys. Rematch.
I have the number 4 Detroit Lions as well.
Damn, you guys.
But I have a reason.
Damn! You gave
As
him the
well.
easy ones.
Number 3.
What's your reason though?
Number 3, I have the Baltimore Ravens, and they
Number 3 are the
trounced our
Baltimore
ass
Ravens.
last year, so I
They
couldn't put us in
bent
front of
us
them.
over. It was a varsity versus JV team out there. That's what I was watching. It was 30-0, and we blinked.
Yeah, no, that logic works for me. I'm surprised,
Yeah.
Evan, you didn't have the Ravens in the top 10 because you hate
I
it.
Well, Lamar
thought-
Jackson's extremely overrated, but this is regular season, not playoffs. So
Yeah, so I have Ravens 3. They didn't get worse.
That game just looked like we would never, like,
was-
we would lose 10 times.
I think it was just an off week.
people
and we
started
caught him
giving
at the
up.
wrong time, but it was bad. It was ugly.
It was
It was
very,
Patriots
very
level
bad.
ugly from the year before.
Well, we can't deal with a quarterback like that. As much as Evan hates him, cannot stop a quarterback that can remotely move
Well,
like
when we
that.
have Harold Perkins
Not many
on
people
our team
can.
next year, we can.
Correct. He would help with that. He would help with that. Or Brian Branch QB spy. Something along those lines.
Good thing we don't have to play.
I went with our hometown Lions at 3.
2.
I think we're trending up. I think Niners, they got Ayuk mess. They got Trent Williams mess. I think
they have a
we're
Trent Williams mess every offseason, and then he's
we're
still the best
we're accelerating.
tackle in football.
I think they're due for a little bit of a dip. I wouldn't be surprised if our biggest threat was either the Eagles or Packers, which isn't saying anything crazy, but I feel like I'm not going to try to count out the 49ers, but I've got my eyes on other people.
Barely. I mean, you have him at 3.
Correct. I just think we are better. I know we are. We were leading at the halftime of that game. We're a better team.
Number 2, right?
Yep.
I have
San Francisco 49ers, because they have the best player in the NFL.
Brock Purdy.
No.
Oh.
Christian McCaffrey's the best player in the NFL.
Both sports, honestly.
I
Best
have
football player on the
the
planet.
Kansas City Chiefs at number 2.
No
Not
way.
1.
Shut up.
Because they have the best quarterback, the best coach,
Best tight end.
Laporta.
Best home field advantage. Except for when the
But-
Lions play there.
Line.
and best defensive tackle.
Ali McNeil.
No, Chris Jones. Uh,
My own's Recchi.
but
Yeah, people are saying.
it just would be just too easy to put them at 1, so I put them at 2. That's simply the
Well, that's
only
a
reason.
terrible reason.
Terrible
That
take.
makes no sense.
Eventually, they have to lose, right? Come on. They got to lose at some point.
So I kind of put
Not
myself
when
in a
we're playing
pretzel.
the AFC West. They have 4 wins. They have 6 wins automatically.
I just think that they lose in the Super Bowl next.
He knows Harbaugh's coming for that ass, so
I
he's
think
getting out of it
the
now.
Raiders beat them twice, didn't they, last year? They beat them on Christmas.
I think they beat them once, but
No, they beat them twice.
Chiefs lose in the Super Bowl.
2. The Detroit Lions. Oh my God, Alex.
My number 1
That
team
was
that Grant thinks is washed.
I
San
really
Francisco.
need
My
I
number one
really
team's
need
Kansas City.
Jim Harbaugh to figure out the Chiefs, and like that'd be a great rivalry for the next 5 years if he can figure it out.
Grant, your number 2
Anyways.
is
2 is the Ravens. Slotted the Ravens in here.
tough for me to put them in the top 2 when I saw their playoff game last year when their brains melted and they forgot how to play football.
Todd Monken, college offensive coordinator. Wasn't ready
I
for the
agree
big
with you.
lights.
That was tough, but they really were a play or two away from their one guy fumbled into the end zone. I'm pretty sure, like an idiot, Zay Flowers.
Yes, he did.
They do
They
have
were
King
close.
Henry.
They were about as close as we can say to go into the Super Bowl, and they also blew the doors off of the Niners last year and us in the regular season. They are a problem.
No,
I
they're
remember
good.
when they went to that
Grant, I have
Monday
them
night
3.
Christmas night game, and they just punked the 49ers in San Francisco, and they punked us. They had a Chiefs problem. And I don't
Shit,
know,
I
call it
should've
Taylor
put them
Swift
one.
magic or what, but I think the Ravens are legit. But they lost their defensive weapon, Mike McDonald, to a head coaching job, so we'll see what happens
Do you
there.
guys know what the Super Bowl logo color is this year?
It's purple.
Purple and blue. I have no idea if it's blue.
It's purple and green,
Orange.
I think.
Purple and green. Ravens, Packers.
Ravens, Eagles,
Ravens,
the
Eagles.
bird.
All right, that's
Derrick
wow.
Henry, Saquon Barkley redemption tours.
So that means Alex has the 49ers as the
Yeah,
best team
I
in
have
the
a
NFL,
reason.
and Evan has the Chiefs.
I have the
They
Chiefs.
have the Niners have the best tight end in the NFC.
You just said.
Laporta.
You just said.
I didn't, granted.
You just. Oh,
They have
You
the
said in the
best
NFC?
tackle.
We're saying like
In the
best tight
NFL?
end like so definitively when like we're Laporta is got to be in these
no,
discussions.
Grant, he would be, but that's just biased. So we're an unbiased professional podcast. Can't put him there yet. I think he'll be there shortly. So they have best tackle, one of the best tight ends. They have the best linebacker.
Penei Sewell's better. They have better left tackle, I guess, if you want to say that.
They have the best left tackle in the NFL. They have one of the best tight ends. They have the best linebacker in football. They have
one of
That's
the
true.
most underrated players in the NFL is Fred Warner. He
He
doesn't get talked about enough.
Correct. They have weapons all over the place. They have the best running back in the NFL, arguably. I would say Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be better, but not yet.
Well, right now, Christian McCaffrey's the best player in football, Alex.
They're just good at every single spot. They have good edge rushers. Bosa's not the best, but he's very good.
Well, one of them doesn't try very hard.
Yeah, agreed.
Chase Young is now a Saint, Grant.
Oh, no shit. I forgot.
No
He's the
shit.
Saint.
We need to do the week before where are people at now, because that I would have thought he was a 49er until
we can quiz
kickoff.
each other. Everybody
My
get
point
3
is-
players.
I would have saw
talent-wide
week
at
1
all
sack
positions.
and be like, oh,
You just compiled the 49ers talent. They probably have the most talent in the NFL.
I
They
mean, we're
have a
right
head
there
coach
though.
that can get there. I think he can't win, but he can get there.
Falcons should have
Eventually,
beat them. We would have been
eventually they're gonna
hosting the
break through.
NFC
49ers
Championship game against the
overrated.
Packers, and we would have
49ers
lost.
Yes, guys, we can call them overrated, but they ended up beating the Packers, and then they also ended up beating the Lions.
Beating us,
And
spanking
going
us
to the
after we were
Super
up
Bowl.
17. Oh
And
my
they've been to the
Fluke.
Super Bowl twice. Every player on that team now has been there, knows what it takes.
We're falling apart this year. I see it a mile away.
It's not over
Falling
yet. This is a
Falling apart this year.
make it or break it year, and I think they make it.
Well, breaking news from the 49ers, Alex. Ayuk
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
not getting traded to the Patriots. Patriots are done with him.